Tasya heturvidya. Not understanding his purpose is ignorance. Not understanding this relationship of Brahma and Maya, that is universe, is ignorance. Nature does not discriminate species for emotions. Every living being has at least two memory stores. One is accessible to remember past and think about future for external transactions. The second is not accessible but utilized for internal transactions in the form of programs. If more brain centers are evolved or functioning centers are activated, could empower human being to smell and see like dog, along with the existing capacity of understanding. Transfer of genetic store of knowledge undertaken through procreation and matter is bound by properties. If human being has the same anatomical structure as other species, then what difference is brain capacity and high-speed neural circuitry? Yogic lessons are intended that more brain power is to be brought to function to make human to superhuman. With more powers physically and mentally, it is possible. The method is the yogic science is to build up the biological software with the help of biological hardware to reprogram emotional metrics. Since no external source can bring the change and our internal efforts are to be made. Nadi, the nervous system, is the clock for switching through breathing intervals. The question arises again as to what is the origin of human being, is whether the human being is evolved in nature inheriting monkey as the ancestor, then human resembles the monkey in some respects but not in many. The intellectual, emotional and procreational difference is incalculable. The evolutionary changes are not seen even when monkeys have wide range of species, different in size, weights, looks and behavior, but the human being is all in one shape, one pattern, same behavior, same size, same procreation method, irrespective of the time, place and environments. Surprisingly, the human behavior is same for all human being despite their variety of habitation at any corner of world, color of skin, different environment, influence of doctrine, etc. Chitta, the multiple display pad, and the reader reads all the senses at a time. Chitta is display pad. There can be multiple display pads, information coming from different sense organs displayed on display pad. This is read by reader software system. All coded signals coming from eye, ear, nose, tongue, skin, organs, nerves and from every corner of body in the form of pain and pleasure is displayed for reading to perceive. Mind is a high-speed neural network. Though as a rule every species will have a behavior independent than other species. For example, a tiger from all places in world will behave same. If tiger has to fight, he will fight under the stipulated conditions. Similarly, if he decides a flight from confrontation, the conditions indicating the mental stage of decision is same for all tigers at all places under all environments. This is a wonderful gift from nature to every species for its independent emotional intelligence. How nature has implanted this program at all yellow, white and black tigers all over the world through the sperm. If a man is the child of monkey, He has inherited qualities like he has 2 hands and fingers, legs, front looking eyes. My man cannot see in dark like dogs. If the ancestor be a 4-legged animal, we would have inherited his biological hardware such as long mouth, 4 legs, sight in dark, sensitivity to ultrasound waves, etc. The similarity in human and monkey is to a good extent. Both have fight and flight syndrome, greed, hallucination, sleep, memory and fancy. The emotional intelligence in monkeys and human beings is at a great difference. The information stored, fancy, illusion, sleep and memory in human being is processed with much higher emotional intelligence. This processing capability is not there with the monkeys. Also, monkeys have not evolved into developed species during last thousands of years. Systems of the mind is for creation of memory. It is also an enigma that the implantations of emotions in human beings are of a very high standard due to an analytical ability added to same. The basic structure received with hardware has higher processing ability. The food and selection of food is also not bound by nature, and human being is free to select its food. Now, looking at the basic format of mental structure for think, act and memory, human has inherited monkeys, but not for the process and refinements. Patanjali knew the finer details of emotional intelligence to categorize the pattern of emotions. Every emotion generates only flight or fight, no other, and both generate pain or pleasure. The mother could be monkey since mother produces the hardware and not father. Father provides the sperm to form a programmable hardware and the programmable software. Thus, the sperm is the biological program code that triggers the creation to create a human-like father or mother. Manusmriti mentions that Purush Santananartha, Stri Prajananartha, that is, woman is equipment for procreation, whereas man is only responsible for childbirth. What is the cause of this postulate? Whether they knew any special reason for procreation, considering woman as an equipment, man provides a sperm to trigger the process of procreation. Man inseminates himself to the womb to be born again to carry forward memory storage. The chain of sperms transferring conveys the genetic store of knowledge, emotions and tissue culture. The father therefore may be an evolved different species with high intelligence. The birth of the child might be a success to creation of a new variety, but the brain does not give desired results of intellectual ability, since bigger part of the brain and its function is inactive. How did they know that brain powers can be evolved? And the only method made available is yoga. Since ages, in the present day technology, we are trying to interface human to machines for bionic organs embedded with electronic chips to enhance the human capacity. This is cyborg. The human being does not evolve, but the sperm undergoes evolution. The next generation is always superior to the present due to evolution of the sperm. Your transmigration is only through procreation. Your next birth is your son or daughter, and so on. Thus you live forever. If there were no requirements for human being to have special skills, and even when the yogic literature was available to Patanjali from more ancient times, who conceived the idea of human reprogramming? The Patanjali's yoga deals with mind, anatomy and interface, interdependency of mind and body, also the calculated transfers of mental abilities, total streaming with nature, dissolution to self to spiritual values and higher emotional evolution. Thus, human can be conceived as a biological computer that has hardware as human body and mind, but the mind is operated upon by genetic software. Senses as continuous information, keeping brain informed for switchovers.